anything I do online will also be able to be accessed from the one installed on my computer. So the same thing with accessing it in the one on your phone. So if you wanted to access your PowerPoint slide from your phone, all you need to do is go to Microsoft 365 and log in with the account that you used to create whatever presentation you were creating. And then you would have your file saved online and you can access it from there. So you can create a new blank presentation, or you can select from any of the variant of themes that Microsoft PowerPoint has to offer. So you can see there's a lot of themes here that you can use to give yourself a head start when you're trying to create a presentation. So we choose this and you can either preview it. Then after you preview it, if you like the theme, you can create it. If you don't like it, you press cancel. You look for something else that you like, and you're like, wow, I like this one. You take it and you create. So once you create, it opens a new window for you where you can now edit your slides. Uh, Now this is Microsoft PowerPoint online. Due to Microsoft 365, it allows you to access your slides from any device once it is connected to your Microsoft 365 account. So with this, you can see you can easily modify the headings and the subtitle to anything, and whatever you change here also reflects in your locally installed Microsoft PowerPoint. I don't have much time to show you that, but that's how it works. I'll be moving on to the next product in this presentation in the Microsoft PowerPoint 365 product suite. And
Hey Faith, for I think a few more people have joined. Could we have like a little bit of a recap for those who have just now joined for Microsoft 365? Like what is it and all of that?
okay, Akshay, thank you very much. I'll do a recap for them. I'll do a very brief run through so that they can get up to speed with what we're talking about. Um, I hope everyone can see my presentation slide. If you can, then welcome anyone that just joined and those that are already around. I welcome you again. Welcome to Harnessing the Power of Microsoft 365 Suite. I am Adeboye Faith Aregbesola, an Alpha MLSA Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. And here with me, my co-host is Akshar Shamar. Thank you. And he's a beta Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. So you are in for a treat, and thank you all for coming. And I know by the time you are done with this event, you'll be way more knowledgeable about Microsoft 365 product suite. So let's carry on, and I'll do a short debrief of what I've said before you join me. So basically, Microsoft 365 suite is a product, is a is a online implementation of Microsoft Office. I'm sure many of us are already aware what Microsoft Office is. You know, Microsoft Office contains Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Access, and a whole lot more of Microsoft's bundled applications. Now, because of Microsoft saw it fit to increase the collaboration between individuals and colleagues and in companies and in schools, they created Microsoft 365 as a suite that can allow you to access your files from anywhere around the world. You can work on any of your files from any device, whether your mobile device or your laptop or your system at home, your desktop. So Microsoft 365 Suite gives you the power of Microsoft Office online with a much more control on what and who can access what. So with Microsoft 365, you can also do what Microsoft Office does, but with more functionality in that you can access your files from anywhere, so long the same account which created that file is what you use to access it. But there's also the option of sharing file access. which will be discussed later. Uh, right now, I already talked about Microsoft Word, which a lot of us are used to because Microsoft Word is a tool that allows you to create text documents. Also, with the implementation of text, it allows you to create, edit, format documents. A lot of us are used to using Microsoft Word. We have worked with it from time to time when we have projects to deliver or you're writing a novel. Now, if you're writing a novel or writing a document or typing a document, you have Microsoft 365. It will allow you to create your document in Microsoft Word if you started from your laptop and you have your 365 account and you are signed in. Once you create your new document in Microsoft Word, it now syncs all across your devices with that same account logged in. So that way, if you decide to access your Word document from your phone and you want to continue writing, you can. So next, I talked about Microsoft PowerPoint. And Microsoft PowerPoint is a powerful presentation software which allows you to create, to edit, and deliver dynamic and visually appealing presentations. You know, it helps you to give your audience insights. Like what I'm doing right now, as you can see my slideshow, I did this in Microsoft PowerPoint so as to help to to pass across this message I'm trying to give to you. And Microsoft PowerPoint has a lot of functionalities which allows you to create animations and make your slideshow even more engaging. And now, just with Microsoft 365, it now goes beyond just the giving the capability of creating a slideshow or a presentation. It now allows you to work together with your team members, make edits on your presentation or your slides in real time, share with stakeholders in your company in real time so that they can make changes to any part of the slides before you have to give the final presentation. So Microsoft 365 allows you to work faster, work smarter, and also to deliver faster. Uh, I hope with that explanation we have come to understand a bit of what Microsoft 365 is giving us. Next, in the line of products that I'm going to be sharing with us in the Microsoft Office 365 suite today is Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is what you call the powerhouse of data right now, like because it helps us to organize data and to analyze data. So Microsoft Excel is a powerful spreadsheet software designed to help users create, organize, analyze, and present data in a structured format. I'm sure some of us are aware with Microsoft Excel, and I know many people don't really work with Microsoft Excel, except if you are in the data analysis or data science line or you use it for bookkeeping. So, but regardless of whether you use Microsoft Excel or not, you still have that same functionality to access it from any device, from anywhere all over the world. And I would love to show you what Microsoft Excel looks like in Microsoft 365. And let me share you my screen. A moment. I hope everyone is here with me. So, yes, so this is Microsoft Excel. How I got here? Well, once you've logged into your Microsoft 365 account, for those that just joined before I explain this part, you can search Microsoft 365 or MS 365 in your browser tab, and in the search results, you can click login. Once you click login, to take you to a login page where you can fill in your credentials and sign up or register for a new account or an existing account with Microsoft 365. So once you do that, it will open this dashboard for you, whereby you can have access to a whole lot of Microsoft 365 apps. There are more apps here, which I'll show you later. But right now, You can see that you can access PowerPoint from here, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Outlook, Teams, OneNote. These are one of the most used apps in the Microsoft 365 suite. But for Microsoft Excel, which is used for organizing data and analyzing data. Now, let's take a look at the interface. So now you can either create a blank workbook. I'm sure many of us might be aware with what a spreadsheet is. So Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet application. So you can create a blank workbook, but for the sake of this presentation, we'll be using a template. So a template is predefined themes that Microsoft gave you as a user to start with whenever you want to create a new document. So instead of starting from a blank workbook or a blank spreadsheet, you can select one of these depending on your what you want to use it for. So let's say now you are searching through the teams and you want to take okay, travel expense tracker. You can create it, and then once it loads, you see your spreadsheet and you can modify it. And now you see how it is load as the interface is loading. This is your Microsoft Excel, and you have your spreadsheet, you have your data columns, and you have your data rows. And with this, any changes you make here, if you say you put Abidjan and you travel to Abidjan, you put it there, you put how much you spent, any changes you make here, as long as it's linked to this account over here, then you would be able to also access it on any device. If I were to switch from this laptop to another computer system and log in the same account to my Microsoft 365, this spreadsheet that I just created, once I save it and I say travel expense, once I've saved it, I can access it from any of my devices once I log into this account. So that's just the power that Microsoft 365 gives you. And not just that, it also allows you to share in real time this same spreadsheet with your colleague that might be working from home somewhere, or with your project teammates that needs to check that, oh, or let's say with your mom or something, or with your friend that, oh, I went to Abidjan and this is what I spent. You are taking a track of your expenses. So you can share this so that in real time you have someone that is telling you that, oh, are you sure this is what you did? Is this what's supposed to be here? So every time it enhances collaboration. So in real time, you and whoever you're working on a project can make changes faster, can see mistakes and make changes to those mistakes without having to wait till you see physically. That's what Microsoft 365 gives you, you know. So if you wanted to do that, you have to like share. If you see my screen, I went in the tab, the toolbar, and I went to share, and you can share this file with anybody in your organization or your friend that you want to have work with you on this project. So all you need is to type in the email of the person you want to work with, and once you have that typed in, that will also send it to the inbox, and the person can work with you directly on this. So once you put in that person's email, bam, you'll be able to send it. And once you send, that person will see it and can now work with you on this project. So I'm moving on to the last product I'll be reviewing before my friend Akshar would come and take you on more products that are way more powerful, more more different than the ones you have been used to. So the last product I'll be taking a lecture on, that will be Microsoft OneNote. And OneNote, well, it is it's something that we have worked with. We've come across in a whole different lot of forms. We've come across it as a whole different lot of apps have created notes. From the name, you know that it's a note taking app. But Microsoft now came with OneNote from a different approach. What's Microsoft OneNote? Microsoft Microsoft OneNote is a digital note taking app designed to capture, organize, and share notes, ideas, and information in a digital format. But you might be like, what's so special about Microsoft OneNote? Like, I already have a note taking app that I use. What's so special about Microsoft OneNote is that, apart from the fact that it gives you cloud access, that your notes are saved in the cloud, you can access them anytime, anywhere. You don't have to lose your notes. You can make it serve as a diary, and you can keep a whole lot of information over a long period of time. That's what many note-taking apps gives to you, but Microsoft OneNote gives you way more than that. I'll share my screen while I explain the perks of Microsoft OneNote. Uh, Give me a second. So, thank you for your time, everyone. Before I go on, I appreciate everybody that has joined this meeting, and I do know that we are gaining a lot of information here, and I know that we'll be able to make use of this when we leave this meeting. So I appreciate you once again, everybody. So now let me go on. Microsoft OneNote. Still, you see, I'm still accessing it from the same tab. I don't even have to leave my single tab that I'm working from. So it's very easy to use. It gives us ease of access. You can access any of the Microsoft suites all from one screen. You don't have to start opening different applications. Then your taskbar will be full of different applications because you're working from different applications. But because of Microsoft 365, you can work on from any application on one tab. All you need is just to select and you switch to the application. So right now I've switched to OneNote, and now I'll show you the uniqueness of OneNote. I already created a demo note previously, so I'll just open that demo note and use that to make my explanation. So, oh wait, sorry. Don't let me use this. Let me create an entirely new note. Let me create a new note. So let me just create a new note. So let me create a blank new notebook. So I click blank notebook. There's no template in this one. I don't think they will need to put templates. But like yes. So in this notebook now, you see they call it a notebook, not just a note. So it's a notebook. The analogy is that they're giving you access to like create your own library or diaries, if that makes any sense. So right now, let's just call it a library of my thoughts. So we create the notebook, and while that is creating, or to open a new tab, and I can get to show you a whole lot more functionalities that OneNote will be offering. Uh, so now I've created a new notebook. It says this notebook is empty. The notebook's name is Library of Thoughts. It's like you have a whole new book. So in a book, there are chapters and there are pages. So that's the approach that Microsoft OneNote brings to the note-taking landscape. So now press enter, create a new section. Now I want to create a new chapter in my library of thoughts. In my library of thoughts, I'm just going to call it my Microsoft chapter. You know, so in my library of thoughts, I have this new chapter, a Microsoft chapter. Funny enough, you can use this to create a book. But yeah, you have my Microsoft chapter. I have page one of my Microsoft chapter. And now I've created my notes. Now, I hope this gives us a little insight into the approach which Microsoft is taking to change the landscape of note taking. Because now it lets you create books. OneNote serves as a library for all your books or all your notes. And your notes now, it comes in the form of books. It's like you enter OneNote and you enter a library. Then you're looking for, oh, I think I thought about this day. You can say, you can create a new book, April 27th. If I did a book April 27th, it will be here, April 27th. So instead of Library of My Thoughts, to be April 27th, I create a new chapter. Morning. So in the morning, 9 a.m. So you can create a diary with OneNote, organized and structured. They want to give you structure in taking notes, which is awesome. And I don't think there's any note taking app out there that does it better than this. And not just that, you can access your notes from anywhere, your mobile devices, not just your laptop, your mobile devices, your desktop, your tablet. So it's a very sweet package for you to have Microsoft OneNote and also the entire Microsoft 365 suite. So it also has a lot of other functionalities. You can style text, you can add tags to text, like create a reminder for later, create something to add to your calendar. Say, oh lot. You can even create something like music to listen to. You can add, like you want to listen to music, and you put in Imagine Dragons, and later you can come and listen to it and put a link to it there. You can even dictate to it to write the notes for you. So right now, I think I've taken quite some time to explain some basic products in the Microsoft 365 suite, and I would not want to take much of our time. So I will be handing over to Akshay so that he can show us even more products, amazing products. And Akshay, so thanks for being here with me on this call. I really, really appreciate. Uh,
Thank you
so
so much
you,
for having me here. Your part was
yeah,
actually amazing. I and everyone else can definitely agree that I know so much more about PowerPoint and Excel and Word. Like I've used these things a lot, and I've never tried to delve deeper since most of my college stuff didn't require at that time. But now that I know that there's so much there, I am definitely gonna try that. Okay,
definitely.
so before I start, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Akshar Sharma, as Faith has already said. I am a Beta MLSA and am the student chapter lead of my college, MLSA Surtech. Okay, so now that's out of the way. I will continue to show you all the greater facets of the Microsoft 365 Office. So let me first share my screen and I will show you all the greatness that is Microsoft Office 365. One second. Mm, show your screen. Okay, PowerPoint slideshow. Let's go. I hope it's visible to you all. Uh, okay, so let's begin with Microsoft Teams, the very app that we are using to host this event, the greatness that is Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is a collaboration platform that brings together chat, video meetings, file storage, and application integration into a single workspace. So it's like a triple threat or a quadruple threat, as in like over here, because not only are you able to chat, you're able to call with many people, you're able to create video meetings for your organizations, then you can also store files, and you can also integrate other Microsoft apps into Teams so that you and your organization can stay productive, stay updated, and stay engaged. So let me give you all a small demonstration of what Microsoft Teams is all about. Let me show you let me show you what it's like to have a this is the app. This is the Microsoft app. As you can see here, this is from an entirely free account. This is my account, as you can see. This is entirely new. There's new chats where you're able to see all of your contacts. There's schedule meetings. There is Then there's stay in chat, invite to teams, which is basically the normal stuff. But the beauty of teams starts with a community. So if you were to try and create a community like
Wait, actually, share
Technocrats,
your screen. Share your
uh,
screen
is,
so that they,
is my screen being shared?
no, you're
Uh,
only sharing
which screen am I sharing?
the slide. You're sharing the slide.
Oh damn. Okay, okay, wait. One second, one second. Uh, that is a technical malfunction. Give me a minute. One second.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. Can you see my screen now? Uh, is it
yeah,
visible?
it's loading. Let
The
me see.
yeah, okay, okay. So now
Yeah.
let me open the Microsoft Teams. Over here, this is an entirely new account, as I've already said before. This not a
So
new account, but this is a free account.
actually, is this only
Yeah,
the slide? Is this only? Is this only the slide?
it's still on the
Okay,
slide.
I think that right. It switched. It switched. Don't worry.
Did it move? Hmm.
Yeah, you can go on. You can go on.
Okay. Let me open this one, the Teams app. Yeah. Is it visible now?
It's totally visible. I can.
Okay, totally visible. Okay, great. This is a free account over here. It shows you whether you can show that you're available, busy, do not disturb. For for those times you want to actually try to s- send a message later than you want to. We can also you can also create a mini Teams window. It's run into an issue, but that is all right. We can Okay, so there is an issue. Not responding. That is all right. We will. Um, I have clicked a wrong button. That is okay, but let me open it here so that we can continue. Okay, so we can see the chats. We can start chatting with all the people that we know based on our contacts. But the greatest part about Teams is that you can build your own community. And the fact that Microsoft has always tried to make your user experience that much better, which is why we have different types of templates for schools, businesses, sports, professionals. Let's choose one of these. Let's do Inky Pinky Ponky. Let's choose life events. Okay. Life events. What is a life event? Birthday parties. Okay. Birthday birthday group. That way everyone will be able to put their birthdays and stuff. Having fun. Let's put some description. Happy birthday. You are now older. You are now older. Let's create it. Owners must approve new members. This is a great part since it technically also ensures privacy, as Microsoft always does, as it always should. There's birthday groups. You can start new posts. Let's write a post like "Happy birthday, me." Me, even though my birthday is 6 months later, that is all right. Happy birthday, me. Uh, let's make it a good one. So through this post, you are able to send it to everyone. You're able to react to your own posts. You can also create new channels like let's say I didn't know it was your birthday today. Was your birthday today? So then people who didn't know it was their birthday will be able to properly send it in the chat so that there is no hard feelings and now everyone is happy. Let's add that channel, and then you'll also then everyone who can enter this one can create posts, send their photos over here. You'll be able to see all of the photos that have been added to this community. Then you can also create events like let's see, let's create an event, uh birthday party on 27th 10, 11 p.m. at 3 a.m. Of course, this doesn't happen in real life, but this is just a trial run. Okay, uh, let us copy the event and then I'll send it to you all. If you want to join, you can. Okay, then we can,
Yeah, but
yeah. Okay, so now the after that we can also create calendars like new meeting. Let's add title. Mm, KK, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Let's have a meeting tomorrow at 28th at 9 p.m. and then 10 p.m. Then we can simply change who can present, only me because it's my birthday. And who can bypass the lobby, everyone, because they all should know it's my birthday. And we can type details like if you want to write it's my birthday today, give me great presents, uh anything, um anything will do other than um nah, let's not be that fancy. Give me presents, that's all. Save. Now it'll create a meeting link and then you can send it to everyone on Teams, WhatsApp, Telegram, wherever possible. Even Outlook and OneNote, which we'll be seeing later. OneNote you've already seen, but Outlook we'll see later. Let's see where have we put it. Here's week. On Sunday, it'll show over here. Birthday party, Microsoft Teams meeting, and Akshar Sharma, who has the owner. And over here it's KK, it's your birthday, Microsoft Teams meeting, etc. That's all. So I guess you all can understand that this is Microsoft Teams. It is definitely useful for many organizations, and I'm sure that a lot of organizations already use Microsoft Teams. So it definitely be a help. It's so the learning about this platform is definitely going to be very beneficial to all of you. If you want to know what are the upgrades for this, you can see over here that Microsoft Teams is free. All of the Microsoft apps are actually free, but they have subscriptions that allow you to increase your level of productivity and engagement with the app. Over here, there's personal and then there's family. Of course, this is different for different currencies. So this is for one person, creative tools. There's a lot of benefits for getting this, but of course, get what is necessary for you. We do not want, the best part about productivity is that you can choose how you see yourself as being productive. So let us continue with a new one, another product now, which is Microsoft OneDrive. Okay. OneDrive is actually the storage space of your dreams. Okay, Microsoft OneDrive is like a cloud storage service designed for users to store, sync, and share files and folders online, enabling access to them from any device with an internet connection. So basically, OneDrive is like the best place for anyone who wants to back up their files. So I have definitely used OneDrive to back up so many of my photos and videos. I thought I lost them before, so it was definitely a great help. I have a personal experience with it, so that is why I'm so happy to be able to share with you all about this. Let me open OneDrive. Uh, OneDrive over here, you can see that this is the screen. This is the screen. So we can add, let's start with the left. Over here, we can see that we can open other Microsoft apps. We can open documents, workbooks, presentations, and surveys. And this is definitely helpful for you if you want to just automatically create a file because it'll automatically store it on your OneDrive as you open the file in Microsoft 365. So we can add new folders, files, you can upload them, you can create new Word documents, as I've already said. Then we can see our name, the my files over here, my files. Here we have the completion, all of the personal, all of my documents, which is oh my, this is a lot of documents. Okay. So over here, we can see that these are the recent documents that I've opened. This is like last year's stuff, so I haven't really opened it for now. I have a new account, that's why. But now we can separate them based on the formats of the files. So like Word files, Excel files, PowerPoint, PDF. And if you want to be really quick, we can just search something like my name. Then there's all of this, which is great, so that you can find all of what is necessary at uh yeah, all of what is necessary. Okay, so these are photos. As you can see, this is my face. My face is also on Teams. So let me open the next one, which is, wait. Over here in folders, we can see that there are albums, there's Explore, where you can see places far and near away. Explore is more so it allows you to, it creates slideshows and collages of all the places you've been to. So if you were to take a photo in Brunei, in Kolkata, um, in Mumbai, and then it starts creating its own collages with the use of AI and all of that, so that you can see, you can have a blast from the past, basically. So in albums, we can create a new album, like let's check my photo, no, my precious is my precious. We can add a photo. Let me add this cloud skills challenge that I've created. Also, we send cloud skills challenges every day on the MLSA Surtech channel. So I hope you all can check those out and complete them, because you lose nothing from learning, you can only gain. So let's create a new one, my precious, and then we can star them based on how it works. We can start them, we can share, delete, and find information like dimension, size, last modified, and all of that. We can go back to albums. So then we can move on to, yeah, shared. These are all of the files that I've shared with other people. So I've had to work in teams when I was doing my internship. So these are mostly related to that. So we have folders, Word. Over here, there's also filters, which allow us to do most of that. And then these are files that were created by me that I have shared with other people. So over here, this is basically most of it, as well as you can filter it based on name alphabetically, or alphabetically. Over here, we have older to newer or newer to older. Then we can see shared by based on alphabetic order and all of that. So, and then lastly, filter by name and person, which is mostly what that is. Then let's move on to recycle bin. This is my favorite because I have lost so many files, but recycle bin is actually
Lifesaver, lifesaver.
like recycle bin has saved so many of my files. So let's see what it over here. It's empty because I haven't had much time to delete stuff. Most of it has been pretty relevant. So over here we can sort by name, original location, date deleted, size, ascending or descending order. Then list compact and tiles. Of course, I can't show this because it's empty, but these are all the options that you can see. Maybe if I check my files, I'll be able to show you. Yes, over here we have tiles. We can sort by modified. We can sort by file size. We can sort by list. Over here we have lists. This is the compact list, so that it's much smaller and much more easier, so you don't have to scroll. Then, and we have finally tiles, which is mostly that. Then over here, we can see details. Let's click on one, completion of Python. Um, we can manage access based on who we can send. Let me just add someone random. This shows the owner, groups and family, links. So that means anyone with the link can view. If I can copy, I'll send it. And then after that, they'll be able to access this particular folder. They won't be able to access everything in your account. They'll only access that folder. So don't worry. This has not been shared with anyone yet. The entire thing is actually very great that they are able to tell you all that you need to know. This is a folder, this is modified at this time, name, all of that. And then the size. Over here at the bottom, you can see that this is 0.2 GB used of 5 GB. This is for the free account. Free accounts usually have 5 GB, but if you have a student, no, a school or a work issued email ID, you will be able to use Microsoft 365 with the subscription. That means you'll be able to get 1 TB. 1 TB. That is a huge. You can get 1 TB of cloud storage, or even 6 TB of cloud storage if you have a school issued or a work issued ID. So it is definitely helpful for who wants to anyone who's working, who's a working professional, or for students who have a lot of photos and stuff to deal with, like assignments, projects, and stuff. So this is mostly, I have covered a lot about OneDrive. These are the settings. You can change your language here if that is necessary. Oh, and I've opened something new. That is all right. Let me go back. That is changing the language. And then there's the personal vault. Over here, you'd have to verify your identity. You'll be able to send your email ID to a certain this one. We are not going to be able to do that right now because that is personal. So let, but just know that there is a personal vault. The features of this personal vault include that you aren't able to send it to other people. It is completely, you're able to completely store it within yourself, and it's highly encrypted more than your files are. So while your files are entirely secure, your personal vault definitely requires a second sign in, so that it is you who is uh, accessing these files. So this is OneDrive. This is the amazingness of OneDrive. Let us move on to the next one, which is Outlook. Outlook is the next one on this list. As a student ambassador, I have to use Outlook for all of my student ambassador tasks, while like sending you all emails, sending you all of these class skills challenges, these event emails. In the end, after this meeting, we'll also send you a debriefing email so that you will be able to fully create your foundation and move forward in Microsoft 365. So I hope you all wait for that. So in Microsoft Outlook, we have, it is an email client and personal information manager used for managing email communications, scheduling appointments, organizing tasks, and storing contact information. So just like Teams, it is a quadruple thread. It is like it is something that Microsoft has constantly worked on ever since the invention of the email, as well as the Microsoft 365 suite. So let us see what Microsoft 365 has to offer with the Outlook. So this is the basic page of Outlook, that Outlook for everyday emails and calendars. Let's just sign in. Um, okay, so I have signed in with my free account. Actually, there's a difference between my free and student ambassador accounts. My free account does not involve the subscription. However, my student ambassador account is able to provide for that subscription. So that is why I keep reminding you all, so that you can understand that while the student ambassador account has more features, you can still do quite a lot with a free account. because most of us over here have free accounts. That is why I will show you all what a free account can provide for you. So let me make this a little bit bigger so that you all can see. Yes. Over here, you can see that there are emails. There are definitely emails. This mostly from Duolingo, but I have to do my lessons. Okay. So once we open the Outlook page, we are able to see there is home, view, and health. Over here, there is the navigation pane where you're able to see your favorites like inbox, sent items, deleted items. We can add favorites like let's include junk email, let's include archive, so that's easier for us. And then we can see the basic folders that every email account will have, like inbox, junk mail, drafts, sent items, deleted items, archive, notes, conversation history, our no, until archives. You have until archives. Notes is a file that I made separately. Conversation history also separate, pinned is also separate, as well as RSS feeds. All of these folders were created. So let me just show you how to create a new folder. You can just write JK, nah, not JK, um, creating new memories. Okay, so creating new memories, you can automatically just let's take the Duolingo files, and then let me just drag and drop them. So boom, all of the emails are in your folder now. This can definitely help many organizations as well as students to find their emails faster, because you don't actually a lot of the times I find myself struggling to find an email. So that is why I keep my folders ready in my student ambassadors account so that I'm able to quickly find emails on the dot, on the dot. So let us continue. There's inbox, sent items. Let us send an email. Send an email to, let's say, my other account. Not my other account. That's my account. um, let's say, uh, let's send it to my student ambassadors account. One. If you guys have any queries or if you want to know more about how this student ambassador thing works, you can give us you can send up you can ping me a message and I'll be happy to tell you all about it. Let's add a subject, showing the beauty of Outlook. Okay, so there's of course the CC and the BCC, carbon copy and before carbon copy. I hope that's what it means because that's what I've learned. But over here, there is here. Oh, it's blind carbon copy. Blind carbon copy. Yeah. Okay. So the moment you enter the body part, you're able to add stuff like let's bold something. Um, hey there, I am showing my no, my attendees the beauty of Microsoft Outlook. You can also do the underline and italics. You can also do strike through. Of course, we're not striking through because my Outlook is awesome. We can show the font color. Let's hmm, what is this? Yeah, clear formatting. So if you want to clear the formatting, you can just boom. That means it automatically removes everything. Then you can also create lists for this is basically the entire formatting page. This allows you to format your emails in such a good way that you're able to send whatever you need in a structured as well as stylish way. So you can create indents, line spacing so that you can show there's line spacing, and over here we have more options like increase indent, left to right, quote, change case, subscript, and superscript. Whatever you need, Microsoft has got it. Over here we can include styles like heading, like whoa there. This is so cool. This is so cool. Okay. And then we can attach stuff, browse this computer. Let's not do that for now. We can add URLs. Okay, one of the best parts about this is that you can create a URL. You can create a random URL. Like, let's take the URL from our team meeting, and then we'll open Outlook. Let me just show you this. Uh, Display as join, join now for awesomeness. Awesomeness. If you join, you're definitely cool. Definitely cool. Uh, Spelling mistake. Okay. So now look at this. This opens this. You're able to write the link differently, and that way the email looks that much better. Of course, this email would not be sent to others, but it definitely helps. It definitely helps removing the very long links, the the huge links that often end up in emails. Then you can add signatures, like when you I think before, in my previous events, I've sent some emails like debriefing. Those include signatures where I was able to show my MLSA Surtech logo and stuff. So that's the greatest part about signatures. Here we can see edit signature name. You can add like Akshar Sharma. You can add that you're a beta MLSA, beta Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador, and you can include that student chapter lead at MLSA Sutec. Then you can write your end signature name, say sign one, and then you can save it. Then when you create a new email, let me just create a new email here for you all. It should show up. It's, yes, you click that and then it'll automatically show up for you. You don't have to do anything. That will show up in all of the emails that you end up creating. So then you can create your own templates. Over here, you can include your microphones. So you can include voice messages as well, which is amazing, as well as you can put high importance. So what happens is that in a new mail, you can show other people that this email is urgent, that you should check this email right now. You can show that this is low priority. However, you should probably check this email, and then you can insert stuff as you wish, like signatures, format text. Message over here is basically the combination of all these four, so I won't go into that. There's help for, as Faith has already said, this community has an active support group. So you guys can get help from the Microsoft website as well as the many Microsoft communities that are available. Of course, you can also ask us for help. We are MLSAs for a reason. So we can continue with view settings. Over here, you can create layouts, sort messages, and all of that. I I also want to tell you all that as we show you all of these products, we definitely recommend you all to check, to do your own research. Of course, we'll be sending you an email after this event, but we recommend that you also do your own research so that you are able to um, get more acquainted with the Microsoft product suite. So that is definitely what we'd like to say. There is junk email, sweep, and all of these. I won't be able to explain all of these right now since we are short of time. However, um, over here we can create new events, mails, documents, spreadsheet, presentation. Time and time again, we can always see that there is synchronization from all Microsoft products. That is why you should definitely use Microsoft 365, because it definitely does help to know that that it is fast and it is efficient. So after all of that, we can also include calendars where we are able to send emails based on We're able to schedule emails as well. I don't think I've shown that. Here, new events are similar to the teams as I've already shown you here, like this. This I haven't shown, but creating a new event on Outlook is just like creating a new event on Teams. But this time over here, it is um, this time over here, it's mostly related to this one. What do you call again? You are able to create conversations rather than entire team meetings. So that way you're able to include your links, you're able to include whatever you're able to use. That is what. So now we're done with Outlook, I think. I think you all have understood Outlook in its seen Outlook in its glory. So let us uh, do the final one. Let's do the final product for today. I thank you all for sticking around. It was definitely amazing to tell you all about this. But this last app, I don't think a lot of you have heard of it, but it is definitely something worth checking out. It is known as Microsoft Power Apps. Microsoft Power Apps is a platform that allows users to build custom business applications, enabling organizations to create apps that streamline processes, automate tasks, and improve productivity. So basically, Power Apps is an automation service. It is something that allows businesses to create top-notch applications, that allows them to create templates, that allows them to create many things that allow that they're able to integrate into their own softwares, so that they're able to make their processes faster, make their processes more efficient, make their processes more Microsoft. If if Microsoft is productivity, basically. So let me show you the beauty that is Power Apps. Now, before we start with Power Apps, I just want to say that Power Apps is actually a paid service. So mostly organizations or even schools might be able to use this as and when they need. So when you join an organization and find out they use Power Apps, I hope you all are have the basics down at least. So let us start with what Power Apps looks like. Here you can see that you are able to create, you are able to learn, you're able to apps. So what happens here is that you're able to create a new app from scratch. Then you can take from Dataverse, tables, you can take from SharePoint, which is another Microsoft 365 product, but we will not be able to talk about it here. But the basics, but the basic thing is that SharePoint is also an organization service. It is basically a way for people to deploy their websites, so that organizations are able to securely communicate with each other. Now back to Power Apps, we can also check from Excel, SQL, Image, and Figma. Basically, you need data. For Power Apps, you need data. So that is why we have Excel, SQL, basically anything that has a table, anything that has table and has data values in them. So now here we have Learn. Learn is basically we know that Power Apps is pretty niche for its liking. However, that does not stop Microsoft from creating courses that will help you get into Power Apps that make your experience with Power Apps that much more smoother. Because the greatest part about Power Apps is that anyone can learn it. You don't have to code. You don't have to know Python, Java, C++, or any programming language. You just need to have a computer as well as a stable internet connection. That is all. Then we move on to apps. Over here, we can start with Copilot, start with data, start with page design, or an app template. As we all know, here Copilot is, I think we all know what Copilot is. It's basically the AI that Microsoft controls that helps us make our tasks easier. Copilot is everywhere actually in all Microsoft 365 products. So if you definitely find see Copilot, you should definitely try and use it to make your presentations, Excel sheets more faster and better. So let's start by creating an app. Let's do that. For now, we don't have technically a proper table for now. So let us use Copilot so that it doesn't feel left out. Let's do that. Okay. So let's use everyday words. So create create an app for me. Okay, let's be nice to the AI. Hey Copilot, pilot, create an app for me that allows that that tracks the mm, population population of the world throughout out the years in a drop down format. Nah. Let's not give a drop down format. It probably let's be as vague as possible so that we can see what Copilot creates for us. Let's see. Hmm. Here it's going to create a table for you because tables are tables are the basis, the foundation of our apps. So here we can see world population on the year 2020. We have China with the highest population, 2010, with 6 9, India with 6, how much? 6 billion. Damn, okay. Uh, 2000 with the United States. Okay, so this is not accurate because 7 billion Chinese, they're not 7 billion Chinese people or 6 billion. I know that the number is 1 billion. Okay, this is in Asia, North America, South America for Brazil, Africa for Nigeria. Okay, so then, of course, accuracy is not what we are looking for now, but we are definitely looking for what app it tries to create. Let us try to edit the table properties. Okay, it seems that I'm not able to do so. However, I was able to do it before. That is all right. We will try to change using Copilot. Hey, Copilot, change change the population population of China to 7,865,437,298,297. Okay. So through this, you'll be able to automatically see the change in population. Okay, great. It changed that. So Copilot is basically a trusted assistant. It is your trusted assistant. So let's create the app. Let's not waste any more time and let's create the app. We do not have access, but we can create in your own developer environment. Okay, so whenever you create an app, you would have to definitely create it in your own environment. That way, you're able to create the necessary change, create or do most of that. But once you deploy this app to your coworkers or other colleagues or friends, then the environment will have to be downloaded, and then you will be able to use the Power App. Then let's see what it has created for us. Hmm. For now, we won't need Copilot. Say bye, Copilot. Okay. For now, we won't need that. It takes a little bit of time since it is deploying a app. So being patient is definitely one of the best things to be. So let's see a preview. If you want to start, let's start with seeing a preview of this app. So basically what you should do is press F5. Yeah, function F5. Yeah, let me make it more this one. Yeah. So this shows you the app in real time. So now you're able to interact with the app. Let me say Africa. Let's write Africa. Africa. Then I'm able to search. Let's put a new one. Continent is, let's add Europe. Europe, country, Italy, year 2039. Okay, so then we just add this and then we go back. Let's see. Let's see, it has included Europe, Italy, and 239. That is amazing. That is fabulous. We love it. So now we can also edit over here where we are able to see North America, United States. We can change the name. Let's change it to another country. Um, El Salvador. Salvador. El Salvador, which is in between the Americas, I think. Yeah. It's in that small crack with the Canal. So let's say North America. Accuracy is not what we want here. We want learning. Let's do that. And let me just change it. Look, El Salvador has been found. Now, if we were to see, let's delete this one, a row. So let's delete this one. Are you sure to delete this record? Delete. And then boom, it's gone. It's gone. Great. So now let's see how we can change and edit with this app. So you can test your whole by holding down the Alt key to, okay. This is actually saying that by holding down the Alt key, everyone knows what the Alt key is. It allows us to interact with the app automatically. So we don't have to if we want, we don't have to constantly deploy it. We can just press the Alt key and then uh, type whatever what needs to be typed. So now let's continue. Okay, so there's the tree view. What does this tree view mean? I'm sure you all have used stuff like VS Code or let me think of another one. I don't see it, but if you over here we can see like a tree, it's branching out like main screen, screen container, table name. It's branching out even further with its other branches. So it becomes like an entire tree. That way we're able to see and interact with all of this. So let's click on one of these containers. Okay, so which one has it been selected? Right container one. We are able to interact with right container one, and then we can interact with new record label over here, and then we can interact with the records gallery. So by clicking on these, we are able to understand what is being active at the moment. So now let's try to edit some of these. First, you would have to go to the right side, like where my mouse is hovering. Here we can second. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. I got a leg cramp. 1 second. That is all right. So we can continue with this. Here we can see that if we were to press on, let's press on the title. Here we can see the text. Over here we can see the functions. It is basically an entire source of functions. So this app was basically made from an entire source of functions. That way we're able to see what we are able to change the font. We're able to change font size, font weight, font style, text alignment, auto alignment, and all of that. Then all of this helps. Um, it is pretty useful knowing that there's a lot in store with Microsoft Power Apps. And then there's the advanced tab, which you can see over here. This is basically the code space. For those who know how to code, for those who know how to write in a computer type format. So, but you don't have to worry about that if you are not used to it. So you can just follow this graphical user interface. You can follow this part of the uh, table, this part of the property section. So let us try and add over here. We can add comments like, first we'd have to save the ad first, but let's, while that's saving, let's see something else. Here we can insert new things, like let's insert a text label, like let's include the date. What's today's date? 27th 04 2024. Over here it adds, and then over here we can write, we can give back, we can give white, we can give a theme, and then we can increase the padding to equate with this. So this becomes 16, 16, 16, 16, and 16. And then we can, basically you can edit the entire thing by yourself so that it's easier for you to, you can edit the thing by yourself. So one, that is good. And as we can also, by selecting these, you can also ask Copilot to help you if you are not feeling up to, if to help you automate your task easier. So let's see what Copilot has to do. Before it worked for me, however, it'll take some time. However, since there is a little bit of a this one, oh my God, and it has come back. Okay, wait. Yes, world population. Thank God. Let me show you all again. It'll download it and then we'll load it. Let's give it some time. As I've already showed you that you can generate it with AI, as well as you can play and preview with the app, so that, and then you can make your own changes and edit with the app. Don't show this to me again, skip it. Okay. So now over here, you can see RGBA based on what the basic color scheme is, as well as over here, we can see minimum height, color, border. Okay. So let us see what else we can do with this. So here we have these settings, which is you can change based on what is necessary. You can see the display screen orientation. But of course, these um, read only because you're editing, override it. Override it here. Okay. So over here, we can also create new screens so that we are able to work with multiple projects at once, and we are able to immediately sync both at the same time. So if you were to create like a dashboard of apps, that way you will be able to send all of the apps straight away all at once. So let's insert. I've already shown you all how to insert and insert a this one. I've inserted the date, but it did not save, so that is all right. For now, we can also add icons, like let me show you here. Cancel. Over here, we have changed the icon to cancel. However, insert over here, let's just write icons. 3D printing. Okay, let's just add a random icon. Look at that. We can add more icons based on what is necessary. And we can also, let us deal with the data fields here. So here we have the background colors. Okay, so it does not include the one that you are looking at. 1 second. This happened to me before. However, if I'll try, however, that is all right. If it does not happen to me right now, I hope it'll happen to you. Let me change it back because that color is not suiting the entire premise. Over here, you can change the basic themes, like let's say red, let's say steel, let's say rose, aqua. Mm. It's because it's white in color, that's why. Let's go back. Let me open this theme. Yes, soft blue. Yeah. Okay, so here we can see the this one, the layouts. This is what I wanted to show you, definitely. Over here, the layouts are, You can change how this looks, this entire drop down looks. Here we have the title. If you want to only include the title like 2020, 2010, 20,000, not 20,000, 2000, 1980, and 2039. You can also include title and subtitle, China, India, El Salvador, title, subtitle, body. You can include image and title. Over here, you can include image, title, and subtitles. You can include your own images. And then here, let us move on to the extra fields. Over here, you can include sample images where you upload your own files. So let us move on to the others. You can insert from here. You can add more data based on from SharePoint, as I've already said, Figma, SharePoint, all of those apps. You can also add your own media over here for the images. Here you can use Power Automate. That is also a Microsoft 365 app. You should definitely check that out. It's mostly Power BI and all of that. So I'm already there is a class skills challenge that I will send in MLSA Surtech. So I hope you all check that out. It is on Power Automate, so then you would also get a idea on that. So next we have variables where there's global, context, component, and collections. Oh yeah. So over here we have each and every one of these things is based on the components. It's it's actually made from several components. Like there are containers, there are cards. It's more so if you already have a basic on web development, it is definitely going to help you. Then we have advanced tools, which we will not go into right now. And we have search. We can search our app, like let's say Nigeria. Uh, nope, it's done based on your components. So let's take the sidebar component, sidebar container. Yes, exactly. So once you get that, you'll be able to automatically select it. And here we can check the app checker, which allows us to check all of the runtime so that it's not going to do harm our computer. It allows accessibility features. Over here, there are many errors, but whenever you're creating your own app, you would definitely want to be more accessible to all people and to all people. You can create comments like, let's create a new one. Um, how are you doing? This this app is pretty great. This app is pretty good. Is pretty good. This app is pretty good. Then we can also run from this one. And these buttons are to show on what device you're using it on. So if you were to check here, world populations, this is, yes, exactly. So this is like, it shows you a drop down menu based on what device you're using. So if you were to use a tablet, if you were to use the Apple iPads, minis and all that. And then last one is the window size and canvas size. Yeah, so all of that. So, and the last one is publish. So basically, by publishing your app onto the Power App section, you'll be able to send. The app does this. App has shown the greatness of Microsoft Power Apps. Publish this version. That way you'll be able to publish your version onto your account and other people will be able to see and use it. And then use that as a template and they'll be able to use it for their own work. So now that we have done with Power Apps, I would like to ask if there are any questions that anyone has. So if there are any questions, you can raise your hand and you can open your mics and ask us if you have any questions for now, before we end this meeting. There are no questions. That is completely okay. So if there are no questions, you can definitely send it in the chat box. We would love to hear more from you. So I would like to give back the mic to Faith. So now we can, so to give us the summary.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Ashke. Thanks so much, Akshay. Thanks so much. Like, you really took us into a deep dive. That
Yeah. I hope you all have learned quite a bit.
so you really showed us a whole sure we have learned. Sure everyone
Yes,
too has
go
learned.
big or go home. Okay.
I
So,
like to
mm,
I like
yeah.
to really say a real big shout out to everyone that was able to join this meeting. You know, it's not easy to take time out of your busy schedule to honor something like this. And I really thank everyone that honored this meeting. Everyone from Nigeria, thank you very much. Everyone from India, I really appreciate your presence. Thank you. And Akshay, I really appreciate you being here. Uh, and that's been awesome. Akshay delivered a lot of content. Taught 365 Suite, taught us about Power Apps, taught you the power that's in your hand when you use this Microsoft product. And it also gives you the ability to collaborate in real time. You even heard about the perks for using your student email. Kind of as for me as the host, and even I gave out content, and every single person here, I'm sure you all learned something, one or more, one or two things. uh on this note, I would like to say look forward to the next event, and we are sure to deliver even more. You know, maybe the next event will be something on building a power application. you know, something that you can use to take inventory of your day-to-day activities. So the next event, just be prepared for something great. I really appreciate everybody that made else to your people that came. Really appreciate them actually. Actually, do you want to say anything else to your people? Uh,
Yeah. So thank you all for people, as Faith has already said, thank you all so much for coming. It's been a pleasure to take you on this journey. Thank you all people from Nigeria and India and my friends from India for being here to explore with us on Microsoft Office 365. It's been a while, right? So so let's end the meeting here. So let's
yeah,
end the meeting. Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
thank you.
and whatever perks I will be sending you.
Before I forget, we'll also be sending in email so that,
So that
as
will
I've
be
already,
coming. So next time,
yeah, yeah, we'll be sending an email so that you guys can build upon what we've already said over here in Microsoft 365, and you can take yourself even further than ever before. So, thank you all so much. Please, you can. Thank you all so much.
thank you. Yeah. So on this note, we'll see you again next time. Bye.